Nigeria's security challenges started almost immediately after gaining independence from Britain on October 1st, 1960. The overthrow of the first civilian government in 1966 opened the floodgate of crisis that led to military rule, which eventually resulted in the Biafra secession and the civil war that lasted about 3 years. As the Civil War came to an end in 1970, the oil boom gave rise to another form of crisis, agitation for resource control in the Niger Delta, led by Adakaboro. Although that did not do much damage to the security architecture, the agitation has taken on a different form over the years and has taken a toll on Nigeria's economy and taxed the military. The recent agitations led by the Niger Delta People's Volunteer Force gave the military some sleepless nights. The group, along with several other groups within the region, damaged oil installations and kidnapped oil workers, mostly expatriates. While that was ongoing, the southeastern part of the country had its own share of agitations led by the movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra, headed by Mr. Ralph Uwazurike. Uwazurike was arrested for treason and later released. The members of the indigenous people of Biafra soon emerged and posed another threat to Nigeria's security. In the 1980s, a fierce skirmishes by religious extremists in northern Nigeria threatened the security of the country, but was quickly curtailed. But in recent times, up until now, Nigeria has had to engage in what is today seen as a war with the terrorist group Boko Haram, which activities have led to the death of thousands of Nigerians and displaced many since 2009.
The government has to, increase the spending and increase planning for security forces, even, looking at the immediate threats that are likely to happen. So it is this planning that will make Nigeria to... We are only reacting now. We are reacting to the Boko Haram, we are reacting to the cattle herders, farmers, and this. It is only now that we are realizing we really do not have enough security forces. Whether you talk of the military, whether you talk of the police, we are really, really on demand. Some people will say, is it only security? Certainly it's not only security. You have health, you have education, you have environment, you have other sectors. And there's always this debate of how much money can you spend on security before babies start dying for lack of milk. So you have to draw a balance. But the debate, the argument for security is that, again, without security, you cannot be talking of schools.
Many other Nigerians, including schoolgirls in Chibok, Borno, and Dapchi in Yobe State, have ended up as victims of abduction by the group.
Protect and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
When the present administration came into being in 2015, the insurgence was at its highest and the agitations in the southeast gained momentum. The crisis between farmers and herders recently assumed a scary dimension in north-central Nigeria with banditry and cattle rustling. The military has been deployed to various flashpoints, overstretching the capacity of Nigeria's security forces, while the nation continues to count her numerous losses.
Military force alone is not the solution. There have to be other measures, the political, the social, cultural measures, the political measure, like what I mean by social, cultural measure, the religious leaders involving themselves, the civil societies, getting involved, educating, sensitizing, having counter-narrative.
And as the nation heads into an election year, the challenge for the current administration, in addition to tackling prevailing crises in different parts of the country, is to conduct a general election that will be violence-free. Amaka Okafor, Channels Television News.